I'm Kasem. Here's another of our 6 debut songs. This is the first hit for a 5-man band from Scotland who call themselves Simple Minds. Their song appears on the soundtrack album from the hot new movie The Breakfast Club. Comes in at number 36. Simple Minds with Don't You Forget About Me.
American Top 40.
This next song in American Top 40 is Don't You Forget About Me, the first American hit for the Scottish band Simple Minds. The group's leader, singer Jim Kerr, says that people who like the song might be surprised by the rest of the band's music. He says it's a song the group was hired to sing, but it's not really representative of the Simple Minds sound. Quote, "It's a weird twist of fate. People keep telling us they like our new direction. Only it isn't our new direction. We've just started a new album and it sounds nothing like this song." End of quote. At number 5, here are Simple Minds with their hit from the soundtrack of the movie The Breakfast Club.
The hits from coast to coast. Coast to coast.
And on the Billboard Pop Singles chart, the new number 1 song is the first hit for a 5-man band from Glasgow, Scotland. This week, the song they sing from the movie The Breakfast Club is the most popular song in the USA. Here are Simple Minds with Don't You Forget About Me.
American Top 40.
We're on our way to the number 1 song in the USA. Now, the story of that remarkable organization that's helped set free 10,000 political prisoners in 78 countries. An organization called Amnesty International. And the group Simple Minds are donating all the profits from their current hit song, All the Things She Said, to Amnesty International. Now, here's that group, Simple Minds, at number 36, moving up 3 notches this week with All the Things She Said.
The hits from coast to coast.
These are the hottest hits in the USA. Now, an AT40 extra, and the story of how a Scottish rock band and their fans in California helped to free a political prisoner halfway around the world. The band is Simple Minds, and here's how it happened. A year ago, Simple Minds were getting ready to play a concert in San Diego, California, and the local chapter of the human rights group Amnesty International called lead singer Jim Kerr. Jim's been a member of Amnesty for years. They asked him if their volunteers could pass out postcards to the concertgoers, postcards that might help free a prisoner who'd been jailed for 3 years without a trial in the Republic of Sri Lanka, just off the coast of India. Jim said, "Let's do it." So they passed out the cards. Then, months later, Simple Minds got a letter from Amnesty International telling them what happened. Here's a quote from that letter. "We mailed nearly 400 postcards, which we collected from your audience, to the government of Sri Lanka. The prisoner, P. Udayarahan, was released a month and a half after the show." End of quote. Jim Kerr was elated. He said this is a credit to the people who attended our show and made the effort to fill out a postcard. "It's a simple gesture, but I think it shows that you can have a positive effect with a concerted, nonviolent effort. As a longtime Amnesty member, I couldn't be prouder." End of quote. Now, here's an AT40 extra from the band whose fans helped a man regain his freedom. Simple Minds and Don't You Forget About Me.
Number 36.
Moving down a notch, here's the group Simple Minds with a song lead singer Jim Kerr describes as a slow burner, a song about broken love that ends with a vengeance. It's called See the Lights.
Casey's Coast to Coast. Casey's Top 40.
Well, now we're up to Simple Minds, a group whose leader says he can't stand to listen to their biggest hit. That hit is a number 1 smash from the 1985 John Hughes film The Breakfast Club. The producers of the film wanted their movie to have a cutting-edge modern soundtrack, a soundtrack filled with songs performed by some of the hottest up-and-coming new wave music acts around. One of the acts they selected was Simple Minds, a Scottish band known for their intricate, complex music. The movie's producers had a pop song already written that they wanted Simple Minds to perform. But the band's leader, Jim Kerr, didn't like the song. Although he liked the idea of the exposure Simple Minds would get, the band usually recorded songs they'd written themselves, songs in their own unique style. Still, it was a great chance for the band, and in the end, they agreed to record the song, a song that sounded like this.
Don't you forget about me.
From 1985, that's Simple Minds and Don't You Forget About Me. Well, after the song appeared in the movie The Breakfast Club, it went straight to #1. But that made Jim Kerr like the song even less. In interview after interview, he talked about how he couldn't bear to listen to Don't You Forget About Me, how he thought it was too simple, childish, and dumb, how improvising and doing the unexpected is what Simple Minds is all about. And to this day, he still can't listen to that song, their biggest hit, their only #1. This week, their current hit is survey song number 33 on Casey's Top 40. From the CD Good News from the Next World, here's Jim Kerr singing lead with Simple Minds and She's a River.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
I'm Casey Kasem. We're counting down the hottest songs in the USA. 19 years ago this week, back in 1985, this was one of the hottest songs. It's by the Scottish band Simple Minds, a band whose lead singer Jim Kerr has 2 careers. He's a musician, and he's also the owner of the Glasgow Celtic soccer team. Here he is scoring a goal with the Simple Minds hit, Alive and Kicking.
The hits from coast to coast.
You're hearing them, the 20 biggest hits of the week. Well, now we're up to an American Top 20 extra by Simple Minds, a band whose leader can trace his love of pop music to a rock legend named Pop. It was back in 1977 that a teenager named Jim Kerr went to a show at Glasgow City Hall in Scotland. Jim says at the time, quote, "I didn't know what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. I figured I'd wind up working in a factory like everyone else." But that show changed his life. It was a performance by one of the pioneers of punk rock, the legendary Iggy Pop. Jim says he was like a Tasmanian devil. I'd never seen energy like that before. He mesmerized the audience, including me. I wanted to be him. Within a few months, Jim Kerr had formed a punk rock band of his own, a band that eventually became the pop group Simple Minds. Now, with an extra, here's Simple Minds with a smash from 1985, Don't You Forget About Me.
Casey's Coast to Coast.